Yoko and Frisky Dimensional Ring. Yoko and Frisky Dimensional Ring. Yoko and Frisky Dimensional Ring.
All right, everybody, welcome to Yoko and Frisky's Dimensional Rift. I'm one of your hosts, Yoko, and my brother from another mother, Frisky.
The sun sets. Here comes the fall. It's time for the season of summer to take its curtain call. Am I right?
Amen to that, brother.
Yeah, and you know what that means. The end of summer means people are back in school. So today we're going to hit you with the Yoko and Frisky Back to School special. Yeah, man.
For show.
But before we do
So,
that... Oh, go ahead.
yeah. I was gonna say, are we jumping right into it? Or...
No. You know what time it is.
Yes, Yoko reacts.
Booyah! Click the links in the description if you want to follow along. Our first link. What do you think of kids, Yoko?
They chill.
Chill? Well, if you were a mama bird, would you want your kid to be riding around while you did some like extreme stunts?
Sure. Wait, let me see. Let me see what we got. Okay, so right now I'm looking at this baby. Oh man, you make me go on Twitter. Man, what the fuck? That's what the caption. Wait, it closed on me. Wait, hold on. Here we go. Come on, let's go. Let's start it up.
Technology.
Oh, yo, he's doing extreme excite bike, and that baby's just clapping. No, this cannot be real. This has got to be fake. Him doing the little flip on the bike while that baby's just clapping? No. I can't. That's funny. And then they have the Michael Jackson baby and the Happy Wheels. It's funny.
We got soccer moms, but now we got BMX dads. Heyo, someone called child services. Next up, we got history being made by one of our favorite actresses, Zendaya.
Alright, Zendaya is the first black woman to win the Emmy for lead actress in a drama series twice, and the youngest two-time winner of any Emmy in history. Wow, that took over 100 years to get.
I mean,
100 years.
You gotta start somewhere, right?
100 years? Dang.
No, real talk.
I loved Zendaya in her performance in Euphoria.
Yeah, she deserves it, man. She's such a great actor. Like, so much respect to her.
Yeah.
Alright, up next. What should I hit you with next? Alright, I'm gonna hit you with this. Did you hear about this stupid trend about people cooking chicken in NyQuil?
Yeah, I thought they were doing years ago. Why is it coming back?
I don't know. The
what
FDA is literally warning people not to do this. Like,
first of all, we got people not wanting to take any medication anymore or get vaccinated or get STD tests and stuff. So, I mean, at this point, let it happen. The FDA is warning TikTokers who are jumping on the latest craze to beware, because NyQuil marinated chicken is a dangerous thing. It's on TMZ. I cooked turkey in the lean.
These got to be the same people that were eating the Tide Pods a few years back, right? Has to be.
There was a friend who told me that the mother is an alcoholic and the mom wasn't watching their kid eat a Tide Pod, and then the social services had to take the kid away.
Thoughts and prayers. But
Thoughts and prayers.
this right here
Ew.
is the fried chicken
They're not even
people should be eating.
seasoning. Time out though, but like they're not even seasoning the chicken. Oh yeah, that is a fried Gundam. That is like a real legit fried Gundam. That should be preserved in resin. Why do I keep seeing this tweet? My wife effed 10 guys while I was gone and I'm afraid of fireworks. U.S. Army on Twitter says, how has serving impacted you? I
What?
keep seeing that every time you send me a tweet.
I don't know. It must be an ad. But yeah, this fried Optimus Prime though. Forget about a sex doll.
Great.
This could be your new holiday hookup, ladies. I don't know what's going on with that. Do you know any Christians?
Sure.
Yeah, well, here, I got him a shirt. Well, you can get him this shirt.
All right, let's roll it down. Christ understands me. C-U-M. Oh my! I'm sharing that one. I'm sharing that one. But the worst part is, people would buy it. This shirt did go hard. Holy crap! Holy crap! Where do I buy one?
Well,
That was a good one.
on the news recently, there was a crazy accident on the freeway, but these poor newscasters had no idea what was on the ground. Like, this truck flipped over and all of the contents of the truck just fell out into the street, and it turned out to be just dildos and lube. It was great.
The truck of... I saw this, but I didn't see the end. So let me, because they were zooming in on it.
Yeah.
Why were they unpackaged like that?
I don't know. Maybe they were free trials, like try me, you know, free samples.
Yeah, I definitely saw the vibrators.
Yeah.
The driver's not injured. Okay. Okay, whatever it is. They got a lot of cleanup.
Yeah, but they
Look
don't,
like
just don't know what
bowling
it is.
pins.
I guess these people just they don't go to the fun side of Toys R Us, if you know what I mean.
They don't. It's probably why, you know, they're sitting in their ginas, you know?
Speaking of
Hey,
news,
my package of the dildo won't be here in time to...
yeah,
That's what one of the comments was.
I know that truck was probably going to the local furry con, and it just ruined their weekend, not having their shipment on time.
Yo, I'm sorry. That's funny.
Yeah.
So funny. Wait, you sent me something or no?
Well, speaking of the news, we had a famous figure in history pass away. So instead of showing their funeral, the UK decided to air the Emoji Movie instead.
That's so weird. That is just so weird. UK's Channel 5 aired the Emoji Movie instead of the Queen's funeral.
Yeah.
There's a lot of adult content warnings in the comments. I don't know. They're memes, so I guess they're not bad. Yeah, I don't know.
Someone got fired that week. Big
Sure did.
Yeah, there was so many Queen memes. I'm over it. I'm over it. Alright. In fun news, we got our first trailer for the new Sonic cartoon called Sonic Prime coming to Netflix.
I saw it at least 6 times already. I love it. But my only fear is that they're giving it the Bob's Bobby treatment, where they're gonna dumb it down and just be like, I'm Sonic, I run circles. Sonic fandom here for me. Next one.
Did you see the brand new exclusive world premiere trailer for Tekken 8?
Didn't see Tekken 8.
So now you can watch it in 4K.
All right, let's see it. Oh wow, it looks so more animated. Real-time rendering, no loading screens. People like us shouldn't even exist, Daddy. Such pathetic words, Jin Kazama. But you're my dad. Remember the time he practiced? His dad is old and he's bad. His dad's gotta be in his, like, 50s by now. Or, you know? Jin should be, like, 20-something? I don't know.
What do you think of the graphics?
Look at this. The graphics. Coming live on PS5. It's made in a Unreal Engine, so I'm not surprised. Ooh, shit. Come on, Jin. You know you ain't going down like that. Come on now.
It looks great.
Yeah, are we going devil? No, are we doing devil in a minute? It's fucking Jin and Kazuya are like, we're emo babies now. Oh, Kazuya doesn't even have to go devil form now. He just breaks the chain. Oh, Tekken 8. I'm not playing unless there's bowling.
That's what some people said.
Stage.
Stage.
Oh, for real though?
Yeah, people were like, we want bowling.
I mean, give us what we want.
Yeah. I can't wait to play that in like 4 years. It's gonna take a while. But I'm excited.
4 years.
It looks great. Have you heard of the Lola Bunny challenge?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
If
You need to stay off Twitter. This is just getting wild.
You don't even know what it is yet.
Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, well, you can search if you wanna. I will say it's adult content for the people listening.
Nah, I'm good.
If you're a fan of the female body, you're gonna love this challenge. But yeah, challenge is pretty wild. It started with a Lola Bunny gif, kind of like crouching down, showing her holes, and then people were like, hey, I'm gonna try that. So that's what it is. Crouching down at the camera, just showing gapes.
Woo! That's a lot.
That was
I'm
Yoko
good.
Reacts. Woo! All
Yay!
This episode is brought to you by DZ Discovery Zone. Do you remember DZ Discovery Zone?
Of course, discover what I do on my own.
Yeah.
DZ Discovery Zone.
That's how kids got exercise back in the day. Climbing on little blocks and styrofoam. It was a good time. Should have been there. Should have been there. But yes.
Yeah. I did you go to the Discovery Zone? Because I went a lot as a kid.
I did. I mean, as a kid growing up, I was very overweight and I had asthma, so I couldn't do sports. So I spent a lot of time just going to the ball pit and crawling on my knees and pretending I was like a baby seal, I guess. So, yeah, I went there a few times. There was one, I believe, by Coney Island.
Mm-hmm.
It was a special place.
That's wild.
Okay, before we get to the main subject at hand, I just wanted to give a shout out to a few movies I've seen recently that are, you know, might tickle your creepy Halloween fix. All your pumpkin fetishists out there. Right. First movie I saw was Barbarian. And it's good because the trailer only shows you like maybe the first 20 minutes of the movie. And then it takes a lot of twists and turns. Like, I went in blind and I was pleasantly surprised. There's an actor in there who I haven't seen in a while. I was happy to see him. And yeah, for horror fans, if you want something new, go check out Barbarian. It's a fun ride. And then last week, I saw this movie called Pearl. It's not really a horror film. It's more of like a character study. It's about this woman back in like the 1910s during World War One. She's stuck at home with her family. Her father's in a wheelchair. He can't do much because of polio. So her dream is to be like a dancer in movies, but she's stuck at home, and her mom is like, very. Her mom's a very aggressive lady who just wants her to stay on the farm, not do anything else. So over time, things happen. Like, if you see the trailer, you have an idea. There's an alligator in the movie, hint, hint. And this movie also serves as a prequel to another film called X that came out this year, which is about there's a film making group. They're making a porno in this house that's on the same farm from Pearl, and these movies overlap, but the glue holding them together is this actress named Mia Goth, and in X she plays two different characters. I would have never known. I was watching with Kaze, he actually told me. She plays an older character and then one in their 20s, a young woman. But in Pearl, she gives this amazing monologue that just kind of like scares the shit out of you because it feels so real about how she doesn't want to do bad things and she's afraid there's something wrong with her, but she's going down this dark path. It's insane. It's crazy. The Academy.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not a scary movie. It's about this girl just kind of losing her sanity because she can't get what she wants. So, yeah, like I don't think you personally would like it.
Rated out.
Yeah, but I just wanted to mention it because it's Halloween and people are looking for scary thrillers to watch. So I recommend those two films.
Okay. Yeah. It's already getting into October, so it'd be perfect.
I know. I tried the pumpkin spice cold brew from Dunkin' Donuts 3 times, and all 3 times it has been terrible. So just stick with the regular pumpkin spice latte.
Why you get cold brew? Like nobody wants cold coffee like that.
I want cold coffee like that. The brown sugar cold brew is the shit. It tastes so good. But this pumpkin spice one, it's like someone got dropped on their head and just forgot how to make a good coffee. Tastes like
a shame.
Twigs and
it truly is a shame.
Are you mocking me?
No, I just the pumpkin spice is to me is just a lot now. It's my friend brought over a pumpkin spice cake and I can't even eat it.
Ew.
Yeah.
It attacks all the white blood cells in your body. That's why.
It does, and it gives me the poops.
Gives you the poops.
And now, our feature presentation.
But yeah, school's back in session, so I thought we'd talk about our favorite TV shows and movies set at school. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to go first?
Well, I had a lot of treasured after school cartoons. So, like, if I had to talk about the ones that always will stick out in my mind, it would be Tiny Toon Adventures and Animaniacs.
Right.
I loved them growing up, especially Buster Bunny. And they're coming back apparently. I guess Buster and Babs are going to be siblings and not.
I heard about that. It's so stupid.
I think It's weird. It is very weird. They should have just taken a different direction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, direction to the we should cancel this before we start it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yup. Yup.
Right, right, right. In Tiny Toons, were they like at a Toon University or something like that? I don't remember.
They were in high school, but they called it Acme University,
Ah,
and
yeah.
they're in high school in this one because they had to go to prom. They went on vacation. So I guess in this new one, they are going to be uh in college.
Oh,
So
that's
so
okay.
so I think that's cool, but at the same time, I'm kind of like I'm cool with the college thing, but not the brother and sister thing. Like that's gonna bother me because like when I was a kid, when you're a kid, you love the toys that you love, and that was like one of the two characters I was rooting for in a relationship. Because
Mm.
I guess they were legitimately made for each other. I don't know how it
Oh,
works.
you were shipping them?
Yeah, I shipped them as a
Wow.
kid, but I mean, now that I'm older, it's like shipping proximity. Like if a character looks similar to the other character, people just automatically put them together. And now that I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna be like, now that I have better taste, like I don't do that anymore. I like, for instance, people ship Sonic and Amy because Amy's a pink hedgehog and she's a girl. No, F that. Sonic is different. Sonic's a single man. He doesn't need no woman, okay? Just saying. Amy could also just do better. I don't know. That's just me in my mind. What about you? Yes.
I'm surprised you don't talk about one of your favorites, Doug.
The, what? Wow. Way to throw like some jacks on the floor for me to step on. I used to actually watch Ren and Stimpy a lot. A lot, a lot.
Yeah, but
You,
Doug was
you
always
were,
at school trying to chase Patty Mayonnaise, and everybody know Patty Mayonnaise was gay. I think even the voice actress was like, "Yeah, she gay."
yep. And Doug just couldn't put it down.
No, he wrote
Couldn't
in
put
his
it down.
journal. He wrote fan fiction. But the cartoon,
Yeah.
if we're talking cartoons, the one I always think about when it comes to like school is Recess. Like
Mhm.
that was the cartoon at school because they were always on the damn playground, doing some shady mafia stuff. Like there was like a hierarchy in that place. You had like the sixth grader was like the king, and then the kindergartners were like they were like cavemen.
Yeah, but
Right?
that was on one Saturday morning. Were you just staying after school or just
No,
Saturday morning?
I'm talking about shows that take place in school primarily.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Let's
Yeah.
let's continue. Let's continue. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Out of the six people in the recess gang, which one would you be?
Well, I related to Spinelli, the one with the
Pigtails.
beanie.
Yeah. He
Yeah, but they tried to like to me, I thought she was like the lesbian of the group as a kid, but I couldn't label it. I was like too young. And, she just they were like, "Oh, got to make her straight." So, I wasn't really too big of a fan of that show, but I liked watching it because the stories were good.
yeah. It was a feel good show. Like it's it's comfort food in a way. You could throw it on in the
Hmm.
background and it'll be okay. Like it's not a show that I'll like I me as an adult like I gotta go back and watch, but I still remember it watching it as a kid, going into
Hmm.
like junior high
Hmm.
and enjoying it. You know, this dude on YouTube, I think is Toon Tyreek. He did like a retrospective on Recess recently, and it was a good watch. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think I saw it, but I know that guy on YouTube, right?
Yeah, he reviews like a whole bunch of different TV shows like Brace Face, The Weekenders, a lot of Charlie Brown stuff.
Brace Face was like way ahead of its time, as well as Pepper Ann, because Pepper Ann was like the only female lead show, and then Daria came out.
Yeah, Daria. I never really got a chance to like sit down and watch Daria. Were you a Daria head?
Hell yeah. I really love Daria. Like that show made me like I related a lot to Daria, even though I was like the happy, quirky one. Her perspective on high school and the trivial people out there, just related.
Yeah, I should probably watch it at some point. I probably get a kick out of it.
Dude, you love teen dramas. It's a teen drama for sure.
Oh man.
I think you'd enjoy it. And they
Speaking
had
of
a lot of wild music in there. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, speaking of teen dramas, I can use that as a segue to talk about Degrassi. This show has
Oh,
been on before we were born. Like there's always a different generation airing at some point in time. Like it started in like I think 79. It's crazy.
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it started in 79. It's called The Kids of Degrassi Street, and then they did Degrassi Junior High. And this show went there, man. It wasn't afraid to talk about controversial topics for its time, like, you know,
Oh.
like abortion or, homosexuality and eating
Mhm.
disorders. What's entertaining about Degrassi is like you just think of the worst outcome imaginable for a situation, and that's what usually happens. But then by the end of the show or the end of the episode, it plays like a happy theme song at no matter what. Like one episode, the school burns down, and they still play that happy little jingle at the end. It's hilarious.
That's funny. I know you were like big into Degrassi. I didn't know it had such a vast history, dude. Like, I was like, yo, you playing me right now?
No, it goes way back, and then the some of the actors from that show, Degrassi High and Junior High, they come later for Degrassi the Next Generation, and it's called the Next Generation because there's an actress in Degrassi High who gives birth at like 16, 17, and she has a daughter named Emma. So the first episode of Degrassi the Next Generation is about Emma going to junior high. It's all connected.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you see these guys from the old show and they're all grown up and they're married or they have kids and they come in and out the show, and then it's updated for modern audiences. Like this show came out in like 2001, and that's when the
Mm-hmm.
internet was really taking off. Like this show was got in front of that, and they had like uh an online page that was as if like the school really existed in real life. Like you could go on the website and like see like mini webisodes and like pictures and profiles. It was crazy, but this show went on to like 2017, and now it's getting rebooted again on a HBO Max. I think.
It just sounds like Doctor Who.
Yeah, like this is a show that could keep going and going as long as people keep going to high school. Like, but
That's so funny. We've got stuff for days.
yeah, and then on the show you had Drake. Like he was a main character for 7 years on Degrassi. He played
Dang.
Jimmy Brooks. He's the one that got shot in the back and ended up in a wheelchair. And yo, he raps on the show, and his raps are so bad on the show. Like I don't know
Like
how
like
he blew up.
singing rap.
It's just very
Like,
cringe.
ooh.
Yeah, But people look fondly on like the first like 5 or 7 years of the show because that's the original cast, and then they would graduate, and then new kids would come in, and they would rotate, and go. It goes on and on.
Hmm.
But it's entertaining as hell. Like I said, I like teen dramas, but there's good characters, there's good lessons in it. I could spend a long time talking about the show, but it's on YouTube for free if anyone wants to check it out.
Sounds fun.
Hell yeah.
That sounds fun. I'm trying to type in school shows because
Like, girl, wasn't Sister in school? Well, smart.
yeah,
What about Smart
and
Guy?
smart guy. His sister was, and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That one I was into the most.
Yo,
Uh,
Sabrina is
Steve
awesome.
Urkel, Steve Urkel, and Sabrina were like my top two.
TGIF. Yeah, they show Sabrina on the Fuse channel. Like sometimes I watch it in the morning. Like,
Funny.
what did you like about Sabrina? Did you want to be a witch growing up?
Nah, I didn't want to be a witch. I just thought that her quirky episodes were fun, but her obsession with Harvey, like I did a rewatch within the past 5 years, and her obsession with Harvey is just like, why do you like this bonehead? He's really got no personality. He's nice and all, but like you deserve better. So then when she went to college, she dated another guy, but the other guy was worse than Harvey, and I was like, oh shit. I take back everything I said. Go back to Harvey. At least the dumb meathead, knew where to put it. I'm just saying.
Oh my god. Yeah, like they're just plain old white boys. It's like fried chicken without the seasoning.
It was worse than that. It was just like putting chicken in the microwave
They did that.
versus frying it. Oh, no, I'm just saying. I don't know, but Sabrina, some of the episodes were wild. Like one of them was a possessed doll. TGIF Friday had like episodes that led up to each other. So like Urkel had a possessed doll, Sabrina had a possessed doll. One episode, Sabrina was having a house party for Halloween, and she invited all these monsters, the classic monsters, over, and everybody, they were real, but nobody knew. They thought it was like their aunt, and uncle, and her just trying to hide her magic. So I thought it was fun. That's it. Just the fun stuff.
No, Sabrina was good. I watched it religiously growing up, but I found out like when she went to college, it focused more on her like personal life and less on the magic side of things. And people
Hmm.
come from the magic. We want to see her do
Yeah,
spells and stuff. And so
yeah.
it got a little boring towards the end. And she ends up, spoilers, she ends up getting married to Harvey at the end. And like, it just kind of comes out of
Hmm.
nowhere. It's like, you could do better, girl. You could
I
do better.
know. I didn't see the end. I don't remember it. Like I spent last year watching Family Matters, and I remember in my mind, I thought Steve went to
You went to space.
what's her well, Steve went to space. I didn't know that that was the official ending. I thought Steve and Laura got there on a balcony at a party for an award ceremony. I freaking dreamt that up. I was not. Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, but he did go to space, and I was just like, wow, I hate this ending.
Because it got canceled. He was supposed to come back. But
Mhm.
by then, yo, they
Mhm.
replaced Aunt Harriet, and what a
Yeah,
waste.
when they did that, I was like, I did not like the last season. Ugh.
Yeah, that show, it went past its prime. But
Mm-mm-mm.
what would have been cool back in the day if Sabrina crossed over with Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yo, that'd be so cool.
Like, it just makes sense. And then Sabrina eventually came to the WB, so I don't know why they never did that. But yeah, the first 3 seasons of Buffy, like, Like the high school plays a very important role in those 3 seasons, and to me, that's like when the show was at its best, when it was just them trying to do like high school things, but then something supernatural happens, so they gotta like be pulled away, and it's a good time.
Oh no. But it's the apple picking fair. I love the apple. I just want to make the most generic high school after school show. It'd be so funny. Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know if you remember, like, I used to watch A Different World when I was a kid.
different world.
And
Is that on
it's a
UPN?
different world. It was on Fox or something to begin with.
Wow.
And A Different World was I liked the Southern girl, the Southern black girl, and Dwayne Wayne. And I shipped them, but I didn't understand why. I was just like, they're a cute couple. That's all. You know what I mean?
I'm just
Like,
I'm shocked at the revelation that you used to ship women and men together. That's crazy.
I know. I know, right? Hey, man, but there are a lot of shocking things that y'all don't know. Like, for instance, um, I was the only black kid growing up in my area. I was like in school. I was the only black kid in my school for about like 7 years. And then there was like one other black kid, but then they left. And then in high school, there was only two black kids. So it was like you adapt to your environment. And when I wanted to learn more about myself or cultural things, it was always really sad stuff. Or when it was like history about my family, it was really discouraged. It was so weird. I think it's kind of wrong, but that's how people think that we should learn. So,
Man, that's rough. Yeah,
yeah. We could be.
gotta
So,
get.
like, it's sad to say, like, I learned about a lot of African American history and culture from Living Single, The Different World, Martin, anything on PBS. Because PBS was a godsend with Reading Rainbow, Carmen San Diego, and their like educational hours. What is it, Mr.
Yo,
Rogers?
dog, you're forgetting the big one, the Magic School Bus.
Magic School Bus, of course.
Yo, they went to
Yes.
space.
Yeah, and that dude died.
Yeah, Arnold took his freaking helmet off and he froze. Yo, that scarred me as a kid. That was legit terrifying.
I saw it and I just didn't process it. It just happened.
That freaked me out. I was like, oh no, he's
Oh,
dead.
yeah, yeah. I remember somebody re-reviewing that. And they're like, "Yo, dude, he dead. He ain't alive no more. Man. He gone."
Yeah, that show was wild, man. Like, I remember they were like an underwater episode and they were like um pretending to be fish or something, and then they were getting like fertilized along with like fish
Yeah,
eggs. I'm
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
that's gross.
Wild.
Well, as a kid, you don't know what's going on, but then you
It's
see a
true.
clip,
You don't.
you see a clip on YouTube, you're like, oh shit, that's what was happening. And
Hmm.
then I remember the episode where Arnold was turning orange because he ate too many cheese doodles. They had to go inside
That's
his
funny.
body and like destroy all the orange blood cells. It was a trip.
Yeah, the wild stuff that comes out, man.
Yeah, they had a reboot that came out, and then I heard nobody talking about it. Just came
Yeah,
and
there
went.
was like some controversy over something. I don't know.
Just came
And
and went.
guess what? I could care less. Everybody just wants to make mountains out of molehills.
Yeah, everybody's pissed off about something. But
Yeah, whether it be the Little Mermaid being black, even though a mermaid is not a real like creature, it makes more sense to complain about the color than the actual creature. I don't know.
it's so stupid. But you talking about Martin and a different world and stuff like that. You reminded me that another good show that's always in school, like Everybody Hates Chris. Like That show
Yeah,
is
yeah. That
so
came out
funny,
much later in my life. So,
but it holds up really well.
yeah, yeah.
It's about it's about Chris Rock as a teenager going to high school, you know, trying to get a job, trying to get a girl, get a car, and his crazy ass family. Like, it's a good time. I love his dad. He's always counting the money. He's like, "You better close that refrigerator door. You're wasting like 71 cents worth of electricity."
Yeah.
That was a good show, and it didn't overstay its welcome. It only had 4 seasons. You know, Chris never went to space.
I thought it was longer. I,
No, like the show ends with him getting a GED, and he's like, "All right, that's when I started my stand-up career." So
oh, wow,
yeah,
that's funny.
doesn't need to be long. It's nice and short and sweet.
Yeah.
I guess the only reason I bring up this show is to bring up the funny ass YouTube videos that you can watch. Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell is a bad show, but what came out of
Yep.
it was Zach Morris's trash, and that's an awesome series because it highlights how much of a psychopath Zach Morris is to him and his friends.
Yeah. And then we were like, wait a minute, we didn't notice this.
Yeah, like the episode where he makes a calendar featuring these high school girls in bikinis. It's just he would get canceled immediately.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is people like thought that that behavior was like worthy, you know? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay, this
What?
is why I'm not on here anymore, dude. Here, I'm gonna send you this ad, Edwin. You talk about Yoko React. I want you to react to this ad. I'm done. This is why I hate Twitter so
Oh shit,
much.
what's going on? What's going on?
No, you gotta click that.
What is this?
I don't
What
know
the
why.
fuck? What are these jeans
Yes.
you sent me?
The G's. No, click the link.
Oh my god. I'm
It's gonna
clicking
be even
that.
worse.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Breaking news. The media could not be played. I gotta go on Twitter, I guess. Breaking news. Oh god. Ah!
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No. This
I
is
hate
terrible. Why
it.
does she look so terrible?
I don't know. I
Oh
turned it
my
off after that.
god, they made her worse.
Yep.
Yo, what the fuck? How is this allowed? And I'm banned for literally saying anything about men. That's the comment below it. Thank you
That's
for
funny.
that. Could have went the whole day without seeing that. Thank you.
That that's what you share with your friends, particularly you know.
Anyway,
Anyway, is that are we close to the end, or are we still? It's like 3:38.
I got a few more. Yeah, Zach Morris is trash. Watch that.
Mm-hmm.
He got Jesse hooked on those crazy ass pills, and then she went and did Showgirls. Poor Jesse.
Yeah, I hated that movie.
And he did
Pretty hard.
a bunch of messed up shit to Screech, always throwing him under the
Mm-hmm.
bus. I don't know how they stayed friends. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Something wholesome. I always watched Boy Meets World. I like that
Yeah,
show.
that was okay.
Mr. Feeney, he's a top 10 teacher in my book. It's up there with Miss
I
Frizzle.
agree.
He's always giving the kids like advice, and he's always following them. Whenever they graduate to a new school, he just follows them. He's like a stalker. It's a good time. And we got Girls
Yeah.
Meets World out of it, which didn't last as long, but that's Disney for you.
That was funny to me.
Girl Meets World was all right. It had a few corny episodes here and there, but it's a worthy sequel to Boy Meets World. I
Yeah,
like seeing all the characters.
yeah, but it only lasts how many seasons? Like
only three,
two?
three, but That's the way Disney is. Like, they don't order anything past like 60 episodes. That's like their MO.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I
have
don't
to
know.
get a new girl in here.
Yeah. What about Hey Arnold? You like Hey Arnold?
Yeah, I was down with Hey Arnold because I have a lot of friends from New York, so they loved Hey Arnold because they related to it, and Head, and
Helga
there's like another show
Pataki.
that was in the city. Hell no.
Helga was supposed to have a spin-off, but the world wasn't ready for that. Wasn't ready.
It was too Daria, and everyone was like, "We can't deal with it."
Losers. But yeah, everybody knew Hey Arnold took place in New York. They never said it, but we knew. We knew.
Mm-hmm.
But it's another great
Yeah.
show. Another great comfort show growing up. I love when remember that episode where they cleaned up the sand lot. They were playing baseball, and then the adults were like, "Oh, we have a space to do our own shit." And then the kids were like, "Nah, it's my space." It was like a battle.
Sandlot. Oh, the Simpsons episode. Oh, that was the Hey Arnold episode.
Yeah, and it was an
That was a good one.
episode.
I remember that.
I remember that
Dude, I
was
remember the one where Harry Potter, the first book came out, and Hey Arnold was like obsessed with it, and the author of the book ended up being really mean.
yeah. They were foreshadowing that J.K. Rowling is an asshole.
Yeah, and I was like, did I imagine that? And I had to look it up, and it was real.
Yeah, man. J.K. Rowling sucks. I remember there was an episode where they mooned the principal. They got the tension.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's funny.
yeah. Showing child nudity on television. What's the matter with y'all?
Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
Yeah, they did. They did. I don't got any more cartoons. I got just a few movies. Uh, American Pie. I know that's not your thing, but I always
No.
like the American Pies, even though it's through a male glance. But I will say they did make a female version. It went straight to Netflix, and but it wasn't as funny. Kind of like
Believe it.
Ghostbusters. Anyway, I love the American Pie series. Booksmart. I know you like Booksmart, right?
Hold on. I don't know the show. Oh yeah, the movie. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun ride. I wouldn't have watched it without you. Like I wouldn't have watched it on my own volition.
I feel like you don't watch anything anymore without me. You're just in your
Really
world.
don't, because like I'm so I made my own world and I'm trying to make it come true. Like,
No, that's fair. The world we live in is a very scary and gross place.
well, it's scary and gross if you want to stay in there, but I'm staying out of it.
It's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
And I do want to give a shout out to this one show. It's called Pen 15, but if you look at it from a distance, it says,
Oh.
yeah, look at it from far
Oh,
away. Yeah,
I heard of that.
exactly. But it's about
Oh,
these two women. They're playing junior high students, but they're like in their 30s. So they go to school and act like teenagers, and everybody just rolls with it. It's a weird concept. It's out there.
mhm.
So there's like a bunch of
Wow.
like very awkward situations that they get into, like, oh, they want to have their first kiss, but it's like, oh no, I'm not about to see this 30-year-old like kiss this 12-year-old boy. Like,
No.
I only saw like
No.
yeah, it's an out there concept. I only saw like a few episodes, but I thought it was different. It's different. Uh,
Yeah.
and you got The Inbetweeners is a British show. It's kind of like
I heard.
it's
I think my parents were watching that.
yeah, it's like a British version of American Pie, but it's just really funny. Like I just it's not a lot of episodes, but I always enjoyed it. And they had two movies, so that's good.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, I like the first one. The second one was like meh. Oh, have you ever seen the movie Fist Fight? It's a stars
No.
Charlie Day and Ice Cube.
Let me look it up. Yeah, no, definitely not.
No,
I'm sure a lot of people liked it because they like Charlie Day a lot, and I feel like Ice Cube is just there as filler.
no,
Like
man.
Ice Cube needs work.
Nah, he's like he makes the movie funny. Like Charlie Day accidentally gets Ice Cube fired from his job, and Ice Cube's like, "I'm gonna fight you at three o'clock," and the whole movie is just like Charlie Day trying to get out of this fight with Ice Cube. Like, I don't think anybody wants that noise. So, but eventually they do have a fight, and it's awesome. Like, you should check it out
That's
on
funny.
YouTube. It's a great fight.
That sounds cute. I'm gonna check it.
You
I
check
put
it
it
out.
on the thing.
And then one of my favorite movies. It's 21 Jump Street with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. I love those
Now, which
movies.
21 Jump Street? Because there's a lot of 21 Jump Streets.
Well, the reboot that came out like a few years ago, 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. Like the first one is
Okay, okay.
great because of the chemistry between Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. Like they just work so well
Uh-huh.
together. And for those who don't know the premise, it's about these cops who go undercover into high school to bust up like drug rings or whatever. In the 80s, it was a show that starred Johnny Depp, and I guess they took it seriously, but in the movies, it's a comedy, and it's great. It's just a fun time. And then they
Cute.
did a
Sounds
sequel
adorable.
where they go to college, and the whole thing is just making fun of the fact that they're in a sequel. Like, they literally say, just do the same shit again. But it works, because it's, like, so sincere.
That sounds fun and wholesome.
Yeah, you never seen those movies?
No, I'm again. It's all you. You open the world for me. You open the human world for me.
What about Sailor Moon?
Sailor Moon's my realm. It's the cartoon world for me.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon's like the reason why I am socially not awkward. So, like, that show meant a lot to me because it got me through awkward times, uh, bullying. It prevented me from getting bullied, believe it or not.
Well, tell me how.
And well, uh, there were episodes where Sailor Moon would stand up for herself, even when she would get her ass beat up. And when I saw that, somebody on the school bus was used to pick on me because he wanted to sit where I sat, and I would get on the bus first. I'd be like the second person on the bus, but gone before him, and I would like picture Sailor Moon because I love that the dynamic between her friends. They would all go out over each other's house, go study together, eat, fight bad guys. Like that's the shit that I wanted, and like eventually created it for myself. I mean, through you and like other friends in our friend group, but like that's what I wanted. I just wanted a group of really good, loyal friends, and Sailor Moon helped me do that. So the guy on the bus picked on me. He made fun of all the Sailor Moon pictures I collected. And mind you, I was 10 going on 11. And the guy was like 12 and he said, I'm gay and stupid. This book is gay and stupid. And I went home and I cried a little bit. I started reading, laying out pages. And I saw an episode of Sailor Moon where she was just like helping a friend out. I can't remember the exact episode. So the next time I got a bus, he went challenge me and he's like, "Get out of the seat." And I said, "No, you picked on me enough. Go away." And my friend saw, and she said, "Oh my God, you're like Rosa Parks. But instead of sitting in the back,
What?
yeah, because I'm the only black person around. They didn't know any better. It's
Oh
fine."
shit.
And the bus driver stuck up to me, stuck up for me. When you stand up for yourself and people see the power that you have once you show it off, people will back you up. And that was like a lesson I learned,
Wow. Sailor
But
Moon
yeah,
did that
that
for you.
yeah,
Respect.
yeah,
Respect.
yeah.
I love that for you. And you talking about that reminds me of the show I almost forgot to mention, Community, because you were talking about the
Oh
friends.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, holy shit, I can't believe I almost forgot. Like, that whole thing is about them in
Favorite.
freaking college. Just
Yeah.
never able to escape it. They're just always there at Greendale. I love Community so much. And for similar reasons, because I just love that group of friends. And I'm like, I want to be part of a group of friends like that. So that's just
Yep.
like you and me and Kristen and John and, everyone else in our
Except
circle.
that we're not stuck in school because I'm never going back to school ever again. It's a waste of time, people. Don't go to college. Anyway, what?
Student loans. But yeah, I could do a whole episode of Community. I want to do one day, so I'll just leave it at that. It's on Netflix.
Mhm.
Go watch it. And what you said about not going back to school, I think that's a good segue for my question on this week's Dimensional Diary. Here we go. If you could go back to any point in your school career and change something, what would it be?
Oh, I thought about this a long time because I asked my friends this. I told them in high school I would have quit lacrosse early because every time I would play a game, they thought I was hurting people. When the coach person literally just discriminated against me, and I would have quit. Went to cross country because I beat every single girl in running on our varsity team. Like the older girls who were more experienced in lacrosse were not as fast as me. So, and I could run a mile really quickly. So if I joined track and field and took martial arts, I think I would have been in a different spot. But that's it.
Awesome. I love it.
You? What about you?
Listen, when I was in school, I was overweight, I wore glasses, I was picked on, you name it. I had asthma, I had no game whatsoever. Elementary school was bad. Junior high was a little bit better. I had a few friends here and there. I used to bring my video game magazines, and people would be hyped because, back then we didn't have smartphones or Reddit or Twitch. So it was better. But in high school, I was just a loner. I only had a few friends here and there. If I could go back to high school with the knowledge I have now, I would talk to girls because I just avoided all girls. There was this one time, this girl named Iman, I think we sat next to each other in math. She messaged me on AIM. She asked me if I liked her, and I thought she was cute. Not gonna lie. I thought she was alright. But I was like, No, no way. Why would you think that? Like, I shut her down. And if a,
Wow.
right? Fucking pathetic, right?
Interesting.
But
Like nowadays, you're just like, sure.
well, let me ask you: if a girl is asking you if if you like them, chances are they like you back. Like, they wouldn't ask if they weren't interested, right?
Not true. At least not in my case.
So you think she might have just been asking just to know?
I would be the one to ask and or hint to asking, and they would always say no because only gay kid around asking great women is not a good combo.
I see. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I always thought about that moment because, like I said, I had no game. And I felt like she liked me. And if I go back, I would have been like, yeah, I think you're cool. Let's hold hands and listen to Good Charlotte.
Good Charlotte specifically. That is so funny. Let's listen to Good Charlotte.
No, real talk, I did not. I just didn't like go to school. It was too early. I was learning about things I didn't care about. The only class I liked was English because I like to write and I like to read.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah. But lucky for us,
I
we're
just
adults. We don't have to go to school anymore. I don't know about you guys. But
I like learning, but I feel like the way that we teach in school now is just like I'll pass. Cuz
that's
I spend 2 hours a week just on my art, just learning new stuff about art and animation for myself. Two Sometimes I'll draw like 2 hours a day at night depending on how tired I am. But like I don't know.
you like to teach people. You're a good teacher.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to learn and teach.
I have a friend who's a junior high teacher, and she tells me like some of the gross stuff she be hearing and seeing about from these kids because back then we didn't have smartphones, but now all these kids have smartphones, so they have group chats and they're talking about who they want to beat up later, or there's these young girls sending like nude photos to these guys, and I'm like, that's just
Oh no.
freaking horrific, man. Like, I could
No,
not
dude.
imagine me in high school or junior high with a smartphone. I think that's just a bad idea.
I couldn't. I just couldn't. I would get made fun of a lot
Yeah,
still. Like when you try to like go back and think of like would I still be like the stuff that I used to get made fun back in the day because I was so into anime, it's nobody makes fun of me anymore. Everyone's like, "Yo, I used to watch that anime and you introduced me to it. It was so cool." And I'm like, "Bitch, you are pushing me down the stairs. Why am I cool now?"
damn, that's true. That's true. All the stuff we liked
Yeah.
is now the stuff Hollywood makes billions off of.
Mm,
Yeah, it's a spooky time. I wouldn't want to go back. No, I'm good.
nah. I like Zoom calling with people and like spending an hour drawing with people. Or like I like Twitch because Twitch you get to learn from other artists. This is just me, and you watch them create and emulate what they do so you could learn stuff. And then you ask them questions like what software are you using? How are you doing this? This is great.
Yeah, I might. If I could go back, maybe I would do prom, but then I would have to pay for senior dues. Nah,
Oh,
fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Anyway, uh, that was a good episode. And maybe you were listening to this while you're doing homework or you're on your way to class. Just know it gets better. it gets better. And if you're living
It
in New
does.
York, you have today off and tomorrow off because all these kids are getting these extra holidays that we didn't get back in the day.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, beep, beep, beep.
All right. Well, that's our class for today. Yoko, do you have any parting words?
Let's all play Animal Crossing to my island. No, no. Now we good. That's it. I was just messing around. I'm gonna go lie down though.
Yeah. Well, you should probably pack because there's a hurricane coming to get you as we speak.
Yeah, Yoko's gotta get in the dimensional rift.
But my homework assignment to all of you out there in the dimensional verse, tell the crush you like that you like them, or do something nice with them. Because you never know. It could be mutual. Alright. That's all, folks. Peace.
All right, bye.
Yoko and Risky Dimensional Ring. Yoko and Risky Dimensional Ring.